The Declaration of Independence appeals to the laws of nature and nature's God. It provides further, we hold these truths to be self-evident, that all men are created equal, that they are endowed by their Creator with certain unalienable rights, that among those are life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. These aren't the societies that have been set up in the Middle East for the most part. The founders were enlightened men, but they were not purely men of the age of enlightenment. Highly educated, well-informed, who excelled at reason, have subscribed to science, but worshipped neither. They comprehended them, their strengths as well as weaknesses. The Declaration signers were Congregationalists, Presbyterian, Anglican, Unitarian, and Roman Catholic. That's who they were. Two founders, Jefferson and Franklin, widely believed to be deists. There were men of varying denominations, but united in and emphatic in the belief that the Creator was the origin of their existence and the source of their reason. Is it possible that there is no natural law and man can know moral order and inalienable rights from his own reasoning? Well, I'm not going to get into all that, but it's in Liberty and Tyranny. It's in Liberty and Tyranny. What are the government's role in religion, or vice versa? Prior to the founding, America was a land settled by people mostly from Europe, and many of them were escaping religious persecution. Several colonies had distinct religious and denominational characteristics. The Puritans, and later Baptists and Congregationalists, were concentrated in New England, the Quakers in Pennsylvania, the Roman Catholics in Maryland, etc. In 1776, when representatives of the colonies signed the Declaration, they did so for the first time as representatives of states and as part of a loose confederation. Despite its different denominations, listen to this, Christianity was and is America's dominant religion. It's not Islam, it's not Judaism, it's not Hinduism, Buddhism, it's not atheism. Christianity. There is no dispute that Judeo-Christian values and traditions have and do influence America's fundamental laws and policies. Here's the difference, folks. Despite its varying practices and applications in the colonies in the early years of the states, Christianity itself does not preach operational dominance over the body politic or seek justification from it, even while it promotes and defends its teachings through proselytism and activism. And listen to this, in contrasting Christianity to Islam in this respect, Alexis de Tocqueville observed that Muhammad professed to derive from heaven. And he has inserted in the Quran not only a body of religious doctrines, but political maxims, civil and criminal laws, and theories of science. The gospel, on the contrary, only speaks of general relations of men to God and to each other, beyond which it inculcates and imposes no point of faith. So what does all this mean? In Saudi Arabia, the basic law provides that the nation's constitution consists of the Quran and the Sunnah. The actions and sayings of the Prophet is recorded in the Hadith. Supreme religious councils dictate how Islamic law is applied and to a large extent have veto power over legislation. Islamic law, or Sharia, dictates the most intricate aspects of daily life, from politics and finance to dating and hygiene. There is not and never has been support for a national construct of this sort in America. The Constitution's framers wrote the First Amendment to include Congress shall make no law respecting an establishment of religion or prohibiting the free exercise thereof, because they believed the establishment of a theocracy would be destructive of both liberty generally and religious liberty in particular. Mr. President, do you not understand the difference? Apparently you don't. We'll be right back.
Mark Levin.